vision. Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my. Hey, back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. X slick then hit with the. Back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 or. Ricky. Snap.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
On the set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Down to lose 1. Get it.
Working from the gun, Manning. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Manning to try again after the pick 6. The tight end Rhett Ellison with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
10-2 saw. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Hey, wahoo! Get it up, let's go.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Everybody, kill. Hatch, everybody, go to 54, line in. Safety creek. Check 9. Quick dad.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
First down, Dallas.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
27.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. A first down carry by Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I got you. Switch. 47. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Completes it to Austin. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tavon Austin. 34 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr on for the extra point.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A very good gain on first down, 9 yards on the dump off. Looking to throw again on second down. Manning, that one caught by Ellison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Let's go. 30 base.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Throwing now is Manning. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. It's caught. Shepard. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
To throw is Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Manning now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Manning, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, it's Manning. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Check 3, check 3, check 3. We're going to 54. Kill.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Watch the screen, watch the screen. We're going to 53. Mike 55, Mike 55. You don't know no better. Mike, 50. Gun. Mike, you better bring it.
Prescott now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning.
Tough first half for him, Manu.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Throwing on first down is Manning. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Manning. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Throwing is Manning. Fighting through pressure. Finds his tight end Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Manning going to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Manning now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Manning to Barkley on the draw play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Here we go. Topper. Deep grip.
From the 24, Manning gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
To throw again on 2nd down, Manning. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. 4-8. Check 55 to Myers.
It's our time. It's our time.
Under. Check. Under. We're going to 53. Check 26.
Here's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Go ahead, here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go ahead, 22. Check. Over. 22. Check. Over. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, alert 3. Here we go. 47. Check 24. Check 26.
On second and 12, Prescott, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 11 more on that one and another first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Here's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something execute.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 72 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but Very little reason to use him at this point. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first and 10, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
It's our deal. Hey, it's our house.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll run with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check 55, Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Get ready.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.